respect. So um, I'm still at the hospital. I'm still at the hospital right now. My girl been in there for the past 2 weeks, and she she's not making any progress. So only the Lord's know. So that's what happened. So I'm just wanted to make this quick, a little music. Just want to make this quick video because my boy Presley Snipes just uploaded a video on Masters, owning your Masters, which he discussed in the book um, about owning your Masters. So I own my Masters, and also I own the artist right. So I own 100% of everything. Um, when it comes to publishing, and you should too, I own 100% of the writing, the lyrics, and 100% of making the beats because I make my own beats and I write my own song. For instance, I had that girl. If you watch the consultation that I had with Presley, um, I had this artist, right? I had this girl sign into my label, right? And I wrote the song for her. I made the beats and I recorded. I own everything from top to bottom. So that's that's what I would say the positive side of getting a record label. So that's why the whole Taylor Swift. I'm thinking of Tyler the Creator, but Taylor Swift things going on because if you don't own your masters, you don't own squat. Like Aaron Black would say, you don't own spit. You don't own nothing because the masters, what it is like you permission. That's what it is. It's permission. Like you see, when you're a kid and not even a kid would not understand, but when you're a teenager, right, you live with your parents. Your parents have the masters, they own the master, they own your right. You're a teenager, you want to party, you want to go out, you want to mess up, you want to do things, but your parents, man, that thing is terrible at recording, but your parents own the master, so you can't do anything without your parents giving you permission. For instance, there's a party going across town. You want to go there. Your parent can decide and say, "Hey, man, I don't want you to go there. I own the rights, I own the masters." But owning your masters is it's like getting your own apartment. It's getting your own house, your own car. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can just sit home and somebody want to borrow your car, and then you say, "Okay, where you want to go?" Okay, give me $50, fill up the tank, and then when you come back, each mile time $100. So if that person take your car and drove from Florida where I'm at to all the way to North Dakota where I used to work, and it's 2,500 miles, and now you can charge that person $1,000 a mile, so you would end up with somewhere around like $25 million, okay, because you own the car. Many artists do not own their own car. They make the car though. They bought all the parts and make the car, but they give it to the label. So that's the thing right now. When you own your masters, it's the name master. You're the master of your destiny, of your decision. All right, owning your master is like you own the restaurant now. You decide how much money somebody would pay for this meal, for this drink, for even sitting or even reserve a place, a table in your restaurant because you own the master. For instance, when I own my master music, like that girl, she made a little YouTube um film, just a little thing just for play, and she asked me for my information, and I told her that I own the master of all my song, and I own them through Sound Exchange. Okay, so because Sound Exchange is a different entity. Sound Exchange, they regulate masters and artists, right? So, for instance, if the artist that sing on my label, if I wanted, I could have gave her 50% of the artist own of the artist right, and I would own 50% of the master of the recording rights. But since I'm the owner of the label and I write everything, even though if even if she did write it, she has no idea what that means. That's why a lot of artists, they just went and signed anything because they have no idea what it means. They have no idea what it is. So that's what it is. It's very important for you to own your own masters, because if you let anybody, sorry, I mean, I'm getting way too comfortable here. If you let anybody um, on your masters, they own your destiny. Okay, they have the command. They can tell you, you like a dog. They will shout coming at you like, sit boo boo, sit, lie down, jump, run. Okay, but when you own your masters, you own yourself, you own your skills, you own your thing. Now if anybody want to do something, they're gonna have to come to you, and you're gonna tell them, okay, well, I want you to use my song, but you see that part when I say, okay Google, can you tell me something? I don't want you to use that. If you want to use that, uh, well, throw a couple million in there so you can do that. That's why back then, when hip hop was out, a lot of guys used to sample, and now you don't hear. That's why hip hop is all shit now. It's all synthesizer and you know that sounds from the forgot that cover future. Song that sounds become garbage now because everybody put it in the song. So now when when the record started to making artists pay so they can use a little bit in the master, so the whole industry went to hish. People, you don't sample anymore. I'm a sample producer, but now all my music, I actually have to make the sounds. I actually have to play them in the keyboard, so which is good. I make everything now. Now, if anybody wanna use my song, they wanna use anything from me, they're going to have to come through me, and I will tell them how much they're gonna use, how long they're gonna use, and how much I want. That's what it is when you're on your master. For instance, right now, Taylor Swift. All right, okay, I'm not gonna say rumors, facts. She doesn't own any of her masters. So now, let's say the next movie coming out right now would be Batwoman, for that matter, Batwoman, and they want a women's soundtrack. That's Bad Blood, for instance. Now, and then the record label, Big Machine or whatever that is, they can just take the sound and then give it to DC or Warner Brothers, and then they said, okay, well, we want $500,000 for every 10 seconds. So, and then the music play for like 10 seconds in a 30 seconds ad. So right then and there, they make $500,000, and Tyler said, "Gonna get squat." Plus the rerun, the replay, the streamings, and all that. She ain't getting nothing. That's why it is very important for you to own your masters. So buy the book from President Snipes and buy the book Self Esteem. Pull yourself by the bootstrap. Buy that book too and study, man. It's time for you to use your brain, invest in yourself. So this is Ebon Black. Honor and peace and blessing to everyone still at the hospital. My girl's not doing right. All right, see you guys later.